ladies and gentlemen. We are just minutes away from starting night number 2 of the 2024 Dirt Cup. As you can see, we got a full pit area of 410 sprint cars, and each of us drivers are chasing the $62,000 payday that is coming at the end of the weekend to tomorrow's winner. This is the biggest 410 race on the West Coast and one of the biggest in the country, especially non-sanctioned, not a World of Outlaw show, not a high limit show. So this is kind of like a big opportunity for a local West Coast guy to capture big money. So rolling into tonight, we got one goal. The main thing is to continue to be consistent with the 18T. Yesterday we ran third, we were on the bottom step of the podium, we had good speed all night, and this is a points format, which means you accumulate points on Thursday, you accumulate points on Friday, and that set you up for Saturday. And every time you're on track, it's important and it matters. So rolling into this evening as a team, we have one simple goal. It's not so simple, especially at these big events, but really try to repeat the success we had yesterday, just being consistent from the drop of qualifying through the final lap of the A-main event. And what that entails is just running hard, running smart, you know, trying to be careful. And being careful is not the right word, but like I said, running with your head screwed on straight, that's the best way to put it. And at a place like Skagit, that's difficult to do because this place is so fast, and last night it was technical, it was slick, it was hard to hit the bottom. The middle was, you could run through the middle with good throttle control, or you could just put your right rear up on the fence and let it eat. So yeah, the racetrack was difficult, but anyway, we're gonna get tonight underway. Like I said, we're just trying to, you know, run the best night we can, and if we're in position to win, we're absolutely gonna go for it. I wanna win one of these prelims. I wanna win the Dirt Cup more than anything, but overall, we gotta remember to look at the big picture.
Good lap.
Well guys, really good start to the night. Actually topped yesterday's qualifying run. Second quick out of 43 410 sprint cars. We went out in a really good spot. The racetrack was prime. I thought we were gonna be at the top of the charts. We were after we went, and then Jason Sowald was maybe in like the last group of 10, and he actually ran the bottom in 1 and 2, which if you gotta watch Skagit, it happens from time to time. The grip kind of sits in the shade, and everyone was running the top, and his veteran experience, he dropped down there, and no one was able to get into the 11-second bracket late except him because he just shortened up the racetrack and just snuck by us. So second quick, we'll take it. That's very, very valuable points. Now we're going to be rolling off from 8th in a heat race. So we just wrapped up our heat race on night number 2 of the Dirt Cup. Went 8th to 8th. Kind of unfortunate we weren't able to pass cars. It was like the same scenario as the heat race before us. I think the fast time car Sowald, I think he went 8-8. Racetrack, you can, it's very difficult to pass right now. I ran out of tear-offs about halfway through, and I literally was doing the old windshield wiper. The windshield wiper, kids, is where you take your hand and you're going down the straightaway going like this so I could see. I had 8 or 9 or 10 of them on there, but I just pulled so many in the first couple laps. I knew the first, time around or second time around it was going to be key if I could sneak by someone, but the track's just so dirty and the bottom's got so much grip that literally everybody's down there and you can't run any other lane. All the cars around me, wherever we started, is kind of where we finished. So kind of unfortunate, but I don't think it's going to hurt us too bad in points or nothing, because like I said, everybody's not passing. We'll see though what happens with the rest of the heat races, and I think the track's going to continue to, well, get back to normal Skagit, because what we just ran on was, well, it was not normal Skagit. So car, I think, is good, just kind of an unfair 8 laps for us to really test anything coming from the back with a huge invert. Walking up to the racetrack here before our 35 lap feature for the Friday prelim of the Dirt Cup. Not much of a cushion to lean on. It's almost like kind of crumbly, you can see, and you can see how it's almost starting to get dark, and it's also dirty. Kind of a combination of multiple things. The bottom's very thin and it's slick all the way up here to the fence. Not sure if they're gonna work the track or not. Looks like they might just be throwing a little water down to keep the dust, but man, this might be the slickest I've ever seen Skagit Speedway. We're gonna need things to go our way here in the feature coming from 14th. So the rig's just about to leave. We are heading to the car wash now. The Friday night prelim has came to an end. I waited a little bit before I talked to you guys because I was super frustrated after tonight's race and all 100% with myself. I have no one to blame but me, the guy behind the wheel. I ran really well for the first 15 or 20 laps out of 35, and I just ran a bad second half of the race. I was moving around, searching, passing cars on restarts, you know, missed some crashes, did everything right. I think I worked all the way up into 7th, and then there at the end of the race, I just got too committed to the bottom, and it was okay for a couple laps, but then I just stayed down there too long. And then I had this really weird moment with maybe like 6 or 7 to go when I went in the corner. I thought all of a sudden it felt like my car just started to feel a little funny, and I think some of it was I was just running the track a little bit wrong. It felt like I had a tire going down. I don't know, my car just leaned over weird, and then it kind of like slipped the right rear, and for some reason in my head I got stuck on that. I thought my right rear was going down, so I tried to limp it home, and I just ran a bad last 5 laps. I thought my tire was going down, so therefore I was kind of just slow rolling the bottom, and I let a couple guys by. Huge mistake on my part. I feel terrible. Like it sucks. I got caught not giving it 110% and getting worried about points, and yeah, so I take the blame on that. I don't think there ended up being anything. I mean, we're gonna go through the car. The right rear was not going down, but whatever happened those last couple laps, it just screwed me up and got me into this conservative mode, and when I should have just been going hard, I think I could have gained a couple positions. Those guys weren't that far ahead of me. I was still actually running okay fast. I just anyway, so that's kind of my raw take on the feature. It sucks because I was good early and just didn't put the pieces of the puzzle at the end, you know, together at the end, but still a 14th to 8th place run, great for points, big picture, everything's good. It's just we could have gotten a little bit more and, you know, could have had a shot at running up front there. So just feel bad when you know, like I said, when the guy holding the steering wheel is the one that makes the mistake, and anyway, it's gonna be okay. All right, guys, it's the next day now, and they just posted the points. So after all our hard work Thursday and Friday, we are currently sitting 3rd overall, and we're locked in to tonight's finale. And that means we can start no worse for 4th for the $62,000 to win 40-lap feature. I know I was pretty frustrated yesterday after the race. A lot of that was just because I know as a driver I could do better, and I don't like to leave anything on the table. With that all being said, pull a tear off, and we are really, you know, in a good spot now. We did well, we put our 2 nights together, and now it's time to go focus on this final race and getting the job done. So thank you guys so much for watching. In the next one, we're gonna be racing for all the money, all the action, and we're going to try to finish off the weekend on the highest note possible. We will see you there. Deuces.